My Hero Academia Chapter 411 is finally out, and with it comes the horrifying and deadly continuation of the final fight in My Hero Academia. It's Midoriya versus Shigaraki. Who will win? Who knows? But let's find out. But before we begin, don't forget to Detroit smash the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the Lunchtime crew / My Hero content. And so, without further ado, let's jump right into My Hero Academia Chapter 411, titled The Worst Villain to Ever Exist. This chapter opens up with a brief flashback to Yuichi and the rest of the previous One For All users inside of the Vestige world. Here, the users are all intently watching Midoriya's dramatic fight with Shigaraki, and commenting not only on how this fight has truly become a battle of the successors, but also how much of a struggle Midoriya is going to have with Shigi's regeneration ability. That is, until from seemingly out of nowhere, Shinomori's, the fourth user's, Danger Sense quirk activates, causing him to turn around and see a ginormous hand with All For One, the quirk, invading their realm. Immediately in response to this, and being the only person to notice this thanks to his quirk, Shinomori rushes in and pushes all of the other vestiges out of the hand's way and to safety. Although this heroic feat does come at the cost of his own life, as he gets sucked up into the hand and absorbed by Shigaraki. Back over in the real world, Shigaraki marvels at the quirk he has just stolen, commenting, "So this is the power that my master struggled so much to steal." As in the Vestige world, once again we see Shinomori's chair start to decay and disappear. Midoriya, realizing how dire this situation is now, immediately jumps into action, combining Black Whip, Fajin, and Gear Shift into his Black Chain attack, which he unleashes on Shigi. Unfortunately, this attack proves entirely futile, as Shigi uses his newly acquired Danger Sense to dodge all of the incoming attacks with ease, even going as far as saying, "So that's how you've been dodging all of my attacks." Shigaraki then launches at Midoriya and prepares to hit the hero with a powerful attack of his own, but not before mocking Midoriya's comment way back when he said, "I can't pretend I didn't see you crying," by laughing and saying himself, "That's not me anymore. You're still treating me as a human being." Shigaraki then unleashes his attack, launching Midoriya across the entire city and into a nearby forest. Luckily for our hero, he was able to cover his entire body in Black Whip just before the impact, reducing the overall damage to his body. However, this attack was still powerful enough to not only wound Midoriya, but also break his hero costume's mask, the very same mask All Might gave back to him after coming back from losing his way. But anyways, Midoriya then turns to realize he's not only been knocked through the city, but all the way to the foot of Mount Fuji. It's also interesting to note that the third user of One For All, Bruce, still can't get over that name, informs Midoriya that although he may have lost Shinomori's quirk, he didn't lose any of the extra strength One For All gives him. Basically meaning that Midoriya lost the extra quirk, but not any of his strength. Although despite this, N, the sixth user, states that they and One For All have never been in more danger, and he suggests that Midoriya should actually run away from this fight before Shigaraki can steal away all of their quirks in the blink of an eye. But speak of the devil and he shall appear, as Shigaraki approaches Midoriya from higher up on Mount Fuji and exclaims that he can see and hear all of the vestiges, commenting how he knows One For All was only able to get as strong as it is now thanks to all of the previous users running away. So he's going to make damn sure that One For All isn't going to run now, and he will destroy them all right here. Shigaraki then plants his feet onto the side of Mount Fuji and activates his Decay quirk, causing the entire mountain to crumble and lava to pour out from the seams, as he smiles and states that he will do exactly what Spinner wanted and turn everything into a giant wasteland. N, in a complete panic now, claims that Shigaraki is no successor to All For One. He is Destruction Incarnate. Badass! Midoriya, in realizing the true direness of the situation and of what will happen if he lets Mount Fuji get fully destroyed, can't bring himself to run away. And as he thinks of his talk with Ochako and wraps his arm in Black Whip, causing Shigaraki's Danger Sense to activate, he exclaims, "Still, there's a reason for all of this. You are still human." And that's it for chapter 411. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. For more content like this, subscribe to the Lunchtime crew. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's lunchtime. Also, Happy Christmas and Happy New Year.